This is Showtime Sean Porter, and you're watching True School Sports. Stay tuned.
It's personal between me and you, and I'm going to do you some serious harm, you big stiff idiot.
The Untouchable True School Sports Empire proudly presents something the boxing games are missing. Hey, what's going on? It's your boy BT, and I came here to talk some boxing with the thousands of True School Sports subscribers. Now, you're the Mexican monster himself, Benavidez. He did a recent interview with my boy from Fire Hype, Sean Tell, and just it's more of the same, man. Like, it's more of the same thing we've been hearing from Benavidez. I find it so comical, right? Now, mind you, Demetrius Andrade did avoid Johnny Bex, and I've given him his fair share of criticism. But like when Andrade was trying to fight Canelo, a lot of people were trying to justify why Canelo didn't fight him. But they're not keeping that same energy of Benavidez. They said Andrade was begging for a Canelo payday. But truth be told, Benavidez has never once been in a real position to fight Canelo. He never even held the belts long enough to fight Canelo, truth be told. And all he's doing is wasting more time staying at 168, calling out Canelo and all these guys. Now, I made this video a couple times, and I will continue to make it until he does what he needs to do, which is move up to light heavyweight. You're wasting your time, David. Benavidez seems like a nice guy. He seems like he has the warrior spirit, and I respect all that about him. I respect what he's accomplished in his career, and I love watching him fight. And for that reason, out of love, I'm saying, please stop wasting your time at 168. Go to 175, because he said some things recently to Sean Tell that I agree with, but I have my own perspective on that. So here's what he said about potential fights with guys at 168. So David says the following, and I quote, "I'm trying to make a fight with Caleb Plant," which, no, you're not, because your manager said in 2020 that you guys were going to wait for that fight, and Caleb Plant already had a fight signed against Anthony Durrell. So, no, you're not. But anyway, I'm trying to make a fight with Caleb Plant, with Dave Morrell, Jamal Charlo. I feel like the company, we're just making each other look fucking stupid because nobody's fighting each other and everybody fucking wants a tune-up. Those are his words, end quote. So, I agree with him. I actually agree with him on PBC. I feel like PBC has this pandemic of inactivity more so. I mean, everywhere in boxing has it, but really it's PBC because a lot of these fighters, Al Heyman pays them pretty well, and they're content to fight whoever they got to fight once a year, and then we don't see him for 18 months, and it really kills momentum. It kills momentum. Benavidez talks a good game, but we know that Benavidez is over here saying one thing, and that Samson Lukowicz, his manager, who really calls the shots, is over here saying another thing. Now, as far as Jamal Charlo doesn't want to fight anybody. You're wasting your time. Jamal Charlo might retire from boxing soon, because the dude hasn't boxed since last June of 2021, won in September of 2022, about to be in 2023, and he still doesn't have any fight announced. So I don't know why you continue to call him out. Dave Morrell, I do know that Ronnie Shields recently said that Dave Morrell needs some more time, and listen, that's his prerogative as a trainer, okay? As far as the other guys, and as far as his whole campaign at 168, like, come on, man. You're wasting your time. You're a big kid. Go up to 175, a weight class that's going to be more healthy for you as a fighter. Go up there and start challenging some of the top guys. I mean, look, if you can't get Bivol or Better Biev, which you probably won't, why not go fight Jean Pascal? Jean Pascal will make a fight with you. Jean Pascal will fight anybody. Jean Pascal just beat up on Marcus Brown, who was a PBC fighter. So why don't you go fight Jean Pascal? I would love that fight. I would think if Dave Benavidez moved up to 175 and fought Jean Pascal, that would be the best win on his whole entire resume, truth be told. So 175 is a much deeper weight class. There's better fights there, and I feel like the champions there would be more willing to oblige Dave Benavidez. You look at like Artur Better Bivol. You got Zordo, who we could fight. You got, if we even just go to the PBC light heavyweights, who does PBC got that's any good? I would say you can go the Jean Pascal route, because Jean Pascal I don't think is really signing anybody, so you could probably make that fight happen, and then parlay that, and if you could beat Jean Pascal, which I'm not gonna lie, like, it's not ever a safe thing for any fighter to go in there with Jean Pascal, because he's beaten a lot of undefeated guys over the last 5 years. Ahmed Albiali, when he was undefeated, 16-0. Marcus Brown, I believe, was 22-0, and then Feng Long Meng, who I think was like 19-0 or 20-0 or something like that. So There's a lot of tough guys down there at light heavyweight for Benavidez. But I do think it's the move we should make because, you know, there really is no point at 68. You've already accomplished being two-time super middleweight champion. Are you even gonna? Is your body even gonna be healthy enough for you to go undisputed to unify the division? I'm not so sure. I don't think so. Canelo still has the belts. Are the governing bodies really gonna put that pressure on Canelo to vacate the belts? And will the belts fragment to where you can start picking them up again? I don't know. But rather than waiting and seeing, I truthfully think he should be proactive and just stop begging for a Canelo fight. Like people said, Andre begged for a Canelo fight. It's not like Benavidez is begging for a Canelo fight. Honestly, truthfully, it does. Because the reality is, Canelo Alvarez, anybody who can be honest with themselves can see that Canelo Alvarez is wearing down as a fighter. He's not what he once was. He's not going to box much longer. The money in the bank is secure. The legacy is secure. The tickets to the Hall of Fame has been punched. He doesn't really need to do much more in the sport of boxing. That's the reality of the situation. With or without Benavidez, people can criticize him all they want. But with or without Benavidez, Canelo Alvarez is secure. And that's the stone cold truth. And the same thing goes for my boy Andre. With or without him, Canelo Alvarez is still, you know, his legacy is still secured. So with that being said, I feel like Benavidez, he's at 25 years old. He's at a great age. His body is filled out. Why not roll the dice and go up to 75? Start causing some static up there. Try to get Yuniesky Gonzalez in the ring. Yuniesky Gonzalez, Jean Pascal. These would be good fights for him. You got guys like Joe Smith Jr. still you know, lying around that I'm sure love to fight you. There's so many great fights that can be made. The dude Hot Rod, who fought Marcus Brown. I know Hot Rod's willing to fight anybody. You know, go make that fight happen. What about Marcus Brown? Another one, Marcus Brown. There's just so many options out there in the light heavyweight division for Dave Benavidez. It really pisses me off to no end when people say Dave Benavidez is this ducked and avoided fighter, which couldn't be anything further from the truth. And it really pisses me off when he stays at 168 and he continues to call out these guys who either A, have fights signed, or B, his manager said that they had no interest in fighting, i.e. Caleb Plant. So that being said, I'm going to listen. Every time Benavidez comes out and he keeps talking about these guys that want to fight on 168, I'm going to come out here and say, nobody's ducking you. You need to go up to 175 because that's the weight class where there's going to be more benefits for you over there. There's better fights. There's better fighters. There's more willing champions as far as in the weight class. Canelo is not overruling the division, so you can, you know, your pathway to a world championship, a world title is a lot easier. And he should relish the opportunity because why wouldn't you want to become a two-division champion, a super middleweight and a light heavyweight champion? You know, just add to the credentials. You know, I don't get it, and somebody needs to help me understand. But I do agree with him. I do think a lot of guys at PBC are making PBC look stupid because they don't fight each other. So he's not wrong about that part. My issue is just that he shows no proactivity. He continues to fight these 54-pounders and 60-pounders like Kyron Davis and David Lemieux, and I'm just getting sick of it, man. And I'm gonna call it out every time I get a chance to. So. Yeah, Benavidez ever sees this video, he's more than welcome to come on the channel. Got no problem with that. But yeah, leave your comments down below. Make sure you guys take the time to subscribe. And like I say in every single one of these videos, you can love me or you can hate me. But I'm just a kid from Daniel. So until next time, take care, guys.
And I think True School Sports, he's the truth. One of the best the best.
Ooh, the number one.
Number one.
Brandon, you've been there, man, and you're building up a good following with us.
Thank you.
And I'm proud to be a part of what you're doing, too. You are spectacular. And
you know,
thank you, man. All the best to True School Boxing and keep up the good work.